The purpose of this course is to ensure new NHTI faculty possess the necessary skills to use the technology inherent in the LMS to perform the basic functions required to teach an online class. This course is designed to support the core competencies required to navigate, set up, populate, manage, and facilitate personalized online classes by posting announcements, creating and facilitating discussions, posting and grading assignments, and assessing learning through quizzes and tests. At the completion of this training, new faculty will be able to use the LMS technology to teach online in a manner that respects, supports, and guides students through regular and substantive interaction in the form of feedback on discussions and assignments. They will accomplish this by participating in a model course and by completing tasks in a sandbox course that they can copy and modify for their first live course. In this way, it becomes more than training and is a useful product going forward. This course is a self-paced, competency-based class. It can be completed in 8 to 24 hours. It involves building a course inside a sandbox, discussion with peers, and is a prerequisite to teaching online at NHTI. The course is located in the Faculty Resource Organization, which can be located by looking at the left of the main Blackboard screen under Organizations. Or you can click the arrow next to your name and select Organizations. Once inside the Faculty Resource Organization, click on Teaching DOCE Courses, and then you will see the name of this class. This course is made up of 8 modules meant to be completed in sequence as the skills build upon one another. Each module contains a lecture, resources with information on performing the tasks, and specific tasks to accomplish. Some modules also include a discussion. Module 1 is course planning. It allows students to experience the course format from the student perspective, details user experience fundamentals. In this module, students will log into the online classroom and course sandbox and then emulate the setup in their course sandbox. Module 2 builds the foundation of the course. It discusses eliciting and responding to student participation, explains regular and substantive interaction, and participants will create a custom welcome message. In Module 3, students will construct their first course module. They'll include a description, objectives, course resources, and a lecture using the appropriate format. They will also develop technical proficiency with uploading documents, creating hyperlinks, and the acceptable lecture formats. Module 4 focuses on discussions. It talks about discussions as a form of regular and substantive interaction. Students will learn how to create inviting and relevant discussions and provide quick, appropriate, detailed feedback. And they will also learn how to grade course discussions using a rubric. The focus of Module 5 is assignments as a measure of student learning. Participants will post assignments with a submission link, create grading rubrics for their assignments, grade them and provide feedback, and then participate in a discussion about the merits of rubric use. Module 6 centers on assessments such as quizzes, surveys, and tests to measure student learning. Participants will create and post a quiz within the LMS, post grades and feedback to a quiz, and they will participate in a discussion about assessment practices. Module 7 is all about grading and the Grade Center. Participants will see the intricacies of setting up and using the Grade Center, the features of the Grade Center, and then they will set up theirs, and they will participate in a discussion about grading. As the last module in the course, Module 8 is all about future planning. Students will learn about evaluating and improving their course through summative assessments and surveys as measures of success. They will analyze a survey and develop some improvement plans. Then, they will prepare to migrate their sandbox to a live course. Upon entering the course, students will see the detailed course description, the course competencies, and the course outcomes. Next, students will see a course information folder and then the folders for each of the 8 course modules. The course information folder contains the welcome message, syllabus, course task checklist, and other information students may need. This is a sample of the syllabus. It uses the standard online format. This checklist outlines all the tasks the participants must accomplish to demonstrate mastery of the skills in the course. In addition to the course classroom, each student will have access to a sandbox, a template course where they will complete specific tasks to demonstrate competency with Blackboard technology to perform the essential functions of facilitating an online class. Students will use Module 3 within the sandbox to complete required coursework. When the course is complete, they will be able to copy and reuse the format for their first live course. The discussions component within the sandbox course will only be used to post and evaluate a sample discussion. Other discussions will take place in the course room. Class discussions will take place within the faculty resource area and are open to all online faculty. It is our hope that they will be a place where all faculty can come together as a community of teachers and learners, and that they will be used long after the completion of initial training. This video will show you how to set up your course. You'll notice that announcements is always at the top of the screen and at the top of the left-hand navigation bar. The left-hand navigation bar should be set up the same in all of your courses, and it should be using the same colors you see here. Course information brings you to things like the course syllabus, a link to our tutoring system, technical tools and tips, and any other documents that you put in to help your students succeed in your class. The weekly learning modules is the next item on the list. At the top, you will see the course description with the learning outcomes. It's important that this appear at the top of the screen every time your student goes into the learning modules, so that they understand that everything they're doing in the course ties to the learning outcomes. Then you will see a folder for each of your weekly learning modules. The next item in the navigation pane is the discussion board. The Research and Resources tab takes you to external and internal sites that will help a student successfully complete the course. Links to the library, the databases that the library has on offer, etc. Students always want to know how they're doing in the course, so the My Grades tab is next. And finally, you have a place to input your instructor information and any details about yourself that you feel are relevant and interesting to your student. Welcome to Module 2 of ONL100. This week we're going to focus on the announcements feature within the Blackboard LMS. We'll talk about how to use the announcements feature and why you want to. The announcements feature should be your course entry point. It should be the top of the screen every time a student opens your course. This way it will always be top of mind and anything new will be noticed right away. The announcements are a way to have quick, one-sided communication with all of your students at once. The announcements feature are a way for you to adhere to the Code of Federal Regulations and Department of Education requirement for regular and substantive interaction with your students. Finally, the announcements feature supports the NHTI mission, vision, values, and educated person philosophy. This was just a brief overview. Now I'd like you to look at the course resources, and then it'll be your turn to create a custom welcome message in your course sandbox. The objective for this module is to create and use quizzes, surveys, and tests within Blackboard to gauge and evaluate student knowledge, skills, attitudes, and achievement of learning objectives, with an eye toward how they can be used for practice, formative, and summative evaluation, as well as a way to extend learning. Some of the advantages of using Blackboard to create and deploy your tests and quizzes are that you get automatic grading, you can reuse your tests and questions, you can control the access to the test as well as the data analysis, and there's lots of question types.